Having control over the mind is the most powerful thing you can ever do. The way you react depends on how you interpret. I posted a poll with the question, have you ever been depressed? Some of us said, we don't believe it exists. Some of us said yes, and some of us said no. We all have our own perspective on depression and how we believe we can cure it. That's why this video won't only be from my point of view, but from the point of view of the tribe. I asked the tribe on what they think is the best way to eliminate depression, and here's what I got. I asked my elder brother first on what advice he has for someone going through depression. And he said, if you know you're depressed to the extent that you feel like killing yourself, just keep living life. Just keep living. That was the exact word he said. I asked Adonis Jr. and what he said, you should cover up your mind with positive things. I asked the members of my Discord server and what they said. Austin Calisthenics. What they said, tell yourself it doesn't exist and start reading the Bible and start setting goals and use the depression as a fuel for the goals. That's a shared advice. Lance Cable said, basically, there is reason why you're depressed. It's your brain's way of saying something is wrong. So you fix the problem. When I feel like I can't do anything, first thing I do is run, like a huge distance. I'm saying 5 to 10 kilometers. You come back and you feel good about yourself. Don't eat junk food, quit porn, wake up early, cut away toxic friends. It's solvable unless it's something unsolvable. Well, it's solvable unless it's something unsolvable, like the death of a loved one or a really bad breakup. You will feel pain inevitably, but you can treat it through getting busy and letting time pass. Time heals all wounds. Damn, bro, that's deep. Edu Dan said, seek professional help and try avoiding meds. That's very true, bro. Avoid meds. They fuck you up, but sometimes it's the best choice. A guy named Jack Q said, well, I'm not fully out of it, but there's something that helped me. First, understanding that it's not some kind of sickness, but just a feeling that tells you that you are not where you want to be in life. So start moving towards a better life. So it's actually something that you feel, okay? Which so start moving towards a better life, which you are probably doing since you're a self-improvement and since you're watching videos like this. Gratitude journaling helps and brings appreciation into your life. True, I can relate. Meditation and not listening to music has also helped me a lot. See, bro, everyone has the way they can explain it for you that you will be able to understand. And here's what Leo said. I never really felt depression. The only thing I did feel was a bit of sadness and weak emotions overtaking me. And the cause of it was social media, TikTok and WhatsApp, where I'll start watching depressed guys post and sad music like Juice WRLD and XXX Tentacion. I also felt sad during the moments when I was consuming these depressed guys posts and not during when I was doing my normal daily activities. But it was something funny. I used to want to become depressed because I wanted to be like the guy I was consuming content from. I also wanted to act sad in front of my peers, but it never actually did anything to me in general. The only thing you truly have control over in this world is your mind. You can't control the weather, you can't control your health, you can't control other people, you can't even control nature. The only thing you truly really have control over in this world is your mind. If you're thinking of red, you can turn it to blue. Your mind is your asset, it's your ally. I also believe that depression isn't real. Here's the part where people get me wrong when it comes to depression. Like I said at the beginning of the video, the way you react depends on how you interpret. And if you see and believe that depression is real, well, there's a possibility that you can become depressed. I 100% know that, okay, people get depressed. Depression is a real thing, but I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe that I can become depressed. And that is why I said the mind is the only thing you truly have control over in this world. Your mind is your asset, is your ally, and it's your friend. And if you make yourself believe that depression is real and you make yourself believe that you can become depressed, making an enemy out of your mind, because you can actually control yourself to say that, okay, I cannot become depressed. I am not depressed. I can become sad. I know, I accept that. But I cannot become depressed. It's something that doesn't exist in my worldview. On the poll I posted, when I saw about 63% of people agree that depression isn't real, I smiled and I was happy. You know why? Because that's the mindset I have. Like, I support that mindset. I'm not saying it's not a real thing, but I believe it doesn't exist in my worldview. I believe it's something that I can't have, even though no matter how sad I can become sad. I know that that's a very acceptable thing. But being depressed, I don't think it's possible because I believe it doesn't exist. If you don't believe something exists, there's no way it can actually happen. That's why that is the power of the mind. And that is why your mind is the most powerful weapon you actually have in this world. Let me tell you a little secret. When I'm doing all these push-up challenge videos, sometimes it's not my actual strength that is helping me. It's my mind, my mindset. I reprogram my mind to believe that I will be able to do this. And I also set something behind me. You know, like if you want to run fast, you should set something behind you that will actually chase you, something that will push you forward so you can run faster. That's what I do. In my video, when I was doing the Drink Sally or push up challenge, that was the first time I actually completed it fully. When I was making the video, I gave myself the mindset that I will do this thing. If I don't do this thing, I will fail. I will stop my YouTube channel. That was the first thing. Okay, that was the thing that's gonna make me want to run faster. That was the thing that's gonna make me want to keep on going. But the second thing I did to make myself keep on going was my mind. I reprogrammed my mind. I told myself, it's possible, which means I can do it. I, Leo, actually can do this thing, and I will do it. I wasn't saying I can, I was saying I will. I have. That was the mindset I drilled into myself, and that was how I was able to complete it. The next push-up challenge I'm going to do is probably 500 push-ups in 12 minutes or 15 minutes, and I'm ready for that, bro. Preparing for it. But the advice I believe you've probably heard before when it comes to dealing with depression, to actually get a purpose, work towards something, start improving yourself. Work on your mental health first. Because your mental health, your mind is the thing that's making you feel depressed. If it's something that's very, very, very serious, all right, okay, you will go through a period of sadness, but you know that it's still gonna pass. It's still gonna like time is still gonna go on. Time heals all wounds. I like that word. Time heals all wounds. So in time, it's gonna heal and fix up. So you have to keep on living because you know it's gonna heal eventually. So why just suffer the moment more? Are you seeing the mindset I'm using? That is the mindset I'm using. That's why I believe I can never be depressed. Okay, after I feel depressed, I'm still gonna keep on living life. I'm gonna accept whatever happens, and I'm gonna learn how to adapt to whatever situation I'm in. That is the mindset I have, and that is why I believe I will not feel depressed. You need to learn how to journal. You need to learn how to actually detox away from social media. You don't need to be in social media too much. That was what actually caused me to become the sad, useless kind of guy when I was younger. Because of social media, I was consuming mindless content in TikTok and WhatsApp status. So detox from social media. Try journaling, write down your thoughts. That will help a lot. These are the advice that these guys actually gave me, and man, good advice, bro. You gotta find a purpose, work for yourself, work to grow your muscles, become masculine. We are working masculinity. Keep striving for greatness, brother.